Hello and welcome to the Warrior Way Network. I'm Zach Weber.
And I am Taylor Arns.
Thanks for tuning in to our first episode of the Warrior Way Network. With the introduction of the one-to-one technology with the iPads, Crofton journalism class has decided to implement broadcasting as a core requirement to the class. This broadcasting will allow students to be better in front of the camera, work on video editing skills, script writing, and many more useful skills. The Warrior Way Network will include journalists Wayne Belka, McKenna Stevens, Taylor Arns, Zach Weber, and a lot of the behind-the-scenes work will be done by Teresa O'Brien and Lisa Pack. This is our first episode of the Warrior Way. Hopefully you all enjoy.
Thank you, Zach. Next up, a few FFA members just returned from the National FFA Convention in Indianapolis. The Crofton FFA chapter took a group of kids to the 2018 National FFA Convention in Indianapolis. Piper Dather, Blair Jordan, Sydney Tramp, Lauren Bushcamp, Brooklyn Fiskus, Jaden Jordan, Mariah Dather, April Gunther, and Jada Schmidt went along on this trip. The students, along with chapter advisor Stephanie Mann, departed from Crofton High School at 8 p.m. on Tuesday, October 23rd. When the chapter arrived in Indianapolis, they first kicked things off with the first session. The students spent the rest of the trip doing many selected activities. They had many highlights, including the 7th General Session, which included the retiring address of Erica Bayer, the Central Region Vice President from Iowa, and the keynote address given by Judson Lapley. Another fun event for the Crofton FFA students was jamming out to Garth Brooks on Wednesday evening. The students also got to know what the 2018 theme, Just One, meant. They not only got to see the Sea of Blue at the convention, but got to meet some members from faraway places such as the Virgin Islands. The group also got to go on some educational tours. The students learned about agritourism at Hubert Orchard and toured the Delara Indy Car Factory. They also learned how Louisville Slugger bats are made as they toured the factory and museum. They also learned the extensive history of the Kentucky Derby and Triple Crown winners as they toured Churchill Downs. The students left Indianapolis early Saturday morning, and although they left early, President Trump rounded off the final session of the National FFA Convention.
So did they get to see President Trump?
Sadly, no they did not, which really stings. I mean, I would have liked to see President Trump. I think that would have been pretty cool.
Did they get to go to that concert though?
Yeah, Garth Brooks. Yeah,
I love Garth Brooks.
I talked to Mrs. Mann and she said that it was an amazing show.
Yeah, I believe that. I heard that he puts on really good shows.
Yeah, I've heard that too. And he gets a lot of sold out shows too, which is pretty cool.
And now on to our random fact of the day.
Today is actually National Men Make Dinner Day. Zach, are you cooking tonight?
Not tonight, but maybe tomorrow. One of our journalism classmates made us a pan of apple crisp. Here's Wayne on his story of this homemade dish.
On Friday, October 26th, I brought homemade apple crisp for a food review. Everyone who tried the apple crisp said it tasted delicious, but the only complaints were that it didn't have ice cream or whipped topping. Teresa O'Brien, CHS English and journalism teacher, said, "The topping has a good crisp to it. I just wish it had a scoop of ice cream." Junior Taylor Arns said, "It really had a good overall taste. I also thought it had a good balance between the cinnamon and sugar." Roxy Peer, CHS English teacher, stated, "I appreciate the amount of crisp on top of the apples. When some people make it, they don't put enough onto the apples." Senior McKenna Stevens said, "I really liked the crisp and how it wasn't too sweet, but it had a good flavor. I really enjoyed making the apple crisp and didn't really have any problems making the dish." Here's some instructions if you'd like to make the apple crisp. First, you preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Put your apples in your 9x13 pan. Sprinkle the sugar mixture over the apples, and then pour water all over the apples. Once you make your oats mixture, crumble it on top of the apples, and then put your pan in the oven for about 45 minutes.
And now for our weekly announcements. On Saturday, volleyball heads to district finals against Superior at Shelby Rising City High School in Shelby at 6 p.m. Make sure you go and cheer on our Lady Warriors.
And for Monday, our choir will travel to Boone Central High School for Mid-State Vocal Music Clinic. Concert is at 5 o'clock in Albion.
And boys junior high wrestling quad will be at Randolph at 4 p.m.
And then for Wednesday, we have ASVAB testing for juniors only from 9 a.m. till noon.
And on Thursday, junior high wrestling will hit the mat in Ponca at 4 p.m.
And then when Crofton beats Superior, they will head to state in Lincoln at the Pinnacle Bank Arena from Thursday to Saturday.
And last, on Friday, Crofton's One Act travels to Wausau for their first One Act Festival. Good luck to our Warriors. Well, that's all we have for today. Tune in next Thursday for our weekly broadcast of the Warrior Way Network.
I'm Zach Weber,
And I am Taylor Arns.
and this is
The Warrior Way.